Welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. I always crack some little joke right before we get counted in that sets her off.
Doesn't take much.
It's fun. I mean, what better way to start a taping, really?
I'm telling you, being easily entertained and having low expectations, those are the secrets to life. That's all it takes, those two simple things.
Speaking of low expectations.
Because who doesn't, and why wouldn't you? I can't wait to see where this is going.
So I'm driving home today, and here in Utah, it is pouring. Well, for a moment, it
Oh my
was.
gosh.
It was...
That was the other thing that I was going to...
Yes. Well, see, we can segue to you. So, low expectations. So I'm driving on the road, and at one point I'm on a very well-traveled road here, and it's looking like a river. Like there's no... It's a well... I took the road well-traveled. The only road I will take, the well-traveled one. So, but it looks like a river, and I'm like, there's no grates, there's no anything, and I'm surprised people weren't dying, there weren't dead bodies floating by, there's no car wrecks, it just was a miracle.
It was a river.
It was a river.
Rivers kill people now.
Yes, rivers and guns.
We should make laws about rivers.
We should make river law.
The rain is no longer allowed to collect enough to become a river.
But speaking of the rivers, this reminds me of the other thing. So I passed our little city swimming pool. It was so full that it was clear up to the end of the slide. You know,
how is it not covered yet?
I have no idea. Probably because here in Utah, summer's still going.
Technically, that's true. Yesterday it was summer. Today it's fall.
Today it's fall.
By Monday, it could be summer again.
Or snowing.
Or snowing. It's true. It's true.
So
wow.
Yeah, it just amused me.
Well, my problem with it is where I was driving, it wasn't pouring rain and there was no river. Yet, everyone is driving like it's snowing in Georgia. Okay, we don't know what to do. All of a sudden, we don't know how to...
Apparently, the worst snow is in Georgia.
No, they're not used to any snow.
Oh, that's
So if they
right.
get any snow, then they panic and they shut things down. Well, it's rain, people. If you can't drive in rain, stay home. You shouldn't be driving in dry conditions. Well, it's true.
Don't be driving when you're dry.
That's not what I meant
I know.
at all. Where's my fan?
It is warm in the studio today. The humidity. The vapors. Oh, speaking of humidity. Sorry, did you want to talk today?
No, please, go ahead.
So you know I was experimenting with the facial hair.
Oh, yes.
Well, it wasn't so much
Beverly liked
experimenting. Did she?
She
did.
did.
That was sweet. Thanks, Bev. Anyway. So, I haven't told you this story yet. Yay! A fresh story right on air. So
You
this
should have
week...
been you should have been in the car on the way over.
We'll get to that.
Wow. Anyway, carry on.
It's going to be a full episode today. So I had something that's never happened to me when I had facial hair before. So I was working out this week.
I'm really
No,
concerned
listen to this. This is nasty. This is gross.
That's not helping.
No, it makes it even better. So I was working out. Oh no, you're going to listen. You're going to listen and listen well.
Okay.
So I'm working out this week and sweat started dripping from it.
Why?
It was so gross.
No,
It was so
no.
nasty. So needless to say, like before I even showered, that thing was off.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't get it off fast enough. But then I go to work the next day.
Like the Velcro?
I
It came
wish.
right off?
It was like an ordeal to get that. That thing went down with a fight.
The mental images are going to put me right back into therapy. Okay?
So yeah.
Wow.
But the thing I love the most about this, sorry, I will let her talk today.
I just am still freaking out.
Is that I go to work the next day and some of the men, these are men now, not my little junior high boys. Oh, that's so sad that you shaved it off after all the hard work you put into it. So
The hard work of not shaving?
No, that's I don't know about you guys, but I pretty much go to sleep and it happens.
He has to rub the chia stuff on there.
I know.
And then water it real good.
So yeah, it just cracked me up.
Well,
All right.
speaking of sweat,
Thank-
if he can do it, I can do it.
okay. I'm
I
like,
have a new trainer. Doogie got fired. Well, Doogie didn't really get fired.
no.
We just ignored Doogie until he went away on his own.
And apparently he went away so far he's not even in the gym anymore.
I haven't seen him and it's been nice. So during the time that, I broke up with Doogie, I wasn't going to the gym at all, obviously.
It's because he started dating Wanda again, isn't it?
How do you even remember?
Because I remember everything about television. Let's be honest.
Anyway, Wanda should have shown up earlier is all I can say. Anyway, so after that, I kind of, because of that and other things, I wasn't going at all, clearly. So then I start getting phone calls from new trainers at the gym
New and
trying
improved.
to say, they're like, oh, you've got all these credits logged up, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of kept ignoring them. And so then I finally get the third one to call. And it's Wesley.
Wesley Rush.
It's not really his name, but that's what we call him. But he has an accent. And I was like,
We all know Kate loves a good accent.
that's all it takes.
I mean, all these other trainers could have had her had they just faked it.
You know what? Doogie could have spoken with an accent and it would not have helped. Ugh. That kid could not have gotten flies on paper. I'm just saying. That makes sense, right? Shit. Anyway, so my new trainer, Wesley, is
Flies on
British.
This is good when I start laughing at the midget store.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to
Sorry.
that. Okay, anyway. So my new trainer, Wesley, he's British. He's cynical. It's great. We get along fine. Makes working out, well, I wouldn't say pleasurable, but it's nice that I can talk
Tolerable.
back to him and he takes it. So I was telling Jared that yesterday he was like, when are you going to just tell me how you really feel? And I said, one day I am going to stop sugarcoating things for you. And then what? But so I'm working out and he looks really closely at me and he's like, I think this is the first time I've seen beads of sweat at the top of your forehead. And I'm like,
Ew!
And I said, shut up. First of all, that happened when I was doing my warm up. And he was like, oh, I thought I did that. And I'm like, oh, you participated. And then I threatened to throw something at him, I'm sure. No, I don't know how he...
That's not good with all the kettlebells in that gym.
Well, he's smart. He gives me a heavier one every time because he knows I can't launch it. He's protecting himself, really. He does it under the guise of working me out harder, but really, he's like, if she's going to throw something, it won't be that. It might be.
Excuse me.
Anyway, let's talk about the story that you told me in the car on the way over. Because
we have time.
we have time. Just do
okay. Producer's afraid.
He knows.
So, first, before I tell this story, to be politically correct,
Producer's just gonna leave.
he really is.
Listen, you'll hear the door close. Oh, there it goes. We're free. We can do whatever we want now.
Wow. Okay,
go ahead.
So, disclaimer: this story is very politically incorrect, but
It's other people's story. We're
it's
just
other
relating
people's
it.
story. We're relating it, and
is
yeah,
not
don't
how
tell
we
us
would talk.
anything because not how we would say
Because
it.
we know. Okay, we know.
So, I'm sitting in a work meeting this morning, and there kind of comes that pause, where you're just
Where
down
everyone's
for a
thinking
minute.
about Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, and we're like moving on to the next topic when one of my coworkers says, "Oh, Jared, I have a story that you'll really like." I'm like, "Okay." So
Boy,
she
howdy.
says to me, "So my neighbor, she's afraid of midgets." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "So I called her on the phone the other day."
Well, and here's the thing about it's the kind of thing that you hear about, but you don't expect anyone to ever actually have this phobia.
Right.
But, okay.
So, yeah, she's afraid of midgets. So I call her on the phone the other day, and I told her that a midget was in her front yard. So this poor woman neighbor starts freaking out. Like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? What are they doing? What's going on? And my friend's like, well, I don't know. I can't tell if it's like a Mormon missionary or a salesman. And the neighbor's like, no, really, you need to look. And my friend's like, I can't. ease the political correctness of this story, you could do the same thing with a snake to me. Oh, there's a snake. Oh my gosh, he came back.
And he missed the good story. He'll have to watch it later. You can do the same thing with a snake?
No, if somebody called me and was like, there's a snake. My mom did this to me when I was a kid. There's a snake in your window well. I didn't go in my room.
We should have an episode of things people did to us when we were children.
Oh, we should.
The list would go
Wow.
on. But speaking of phobias.
All right, we're a minute over. Make it
Okay,
good.
this is going to be good. Ish. So speaking of phobias, Beverly has a ridiculous amount of phobias. In fact, I've decided that there's got to be a term for a hypochondriac of phobias. Because if you
Hypochondrophobia.
Because if you say something that she even remotely is uncomfortable with, then she'll say, I have a phobia of that now. Her phobia list,
It would be great if she could get a phobia against the Zodiac.
if only, because if we could drag Beverly away from the Zodiac,
And the astrological
I
signs.
tell you what, she found that there are
no.
there's like pet astrological, what is it? Horoscopes. Pet
Horoscopes.
horoscopes. But then I was disappointed because she read it to me and it was actually your horoscope for your pet, not your pet's actual horoscope.
Well, see, then that's no fun.
Right?
I mean, it should be like, you get to go for a walk today.
Don't be expecting any long jaunts today in the woods because your
right.
owner won't take you hiking.
But a squeaky toy is in your future.
See? we should write those.
Oh.
$1 billion idea, I dare say.
All right. Are we? We've got to be good.
We
for
better
this
let
one.
producer go now for reals.
Yes, because he might
make-
not come back next time.
If we make him cry again, executive producer's not going to let us come play anymore.
No, not at all.
Scooter will.
He would. Okay, I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
Until next time,
And we'll still be Jared and Kate.
we will. I keep hoping.
Maybe someday.
If only.
Bye.
It's still going.
So are you.
Oh yeah.